you told me that majority of people that actually leave Africa to go to America to find the American dream, many of them actually are suffering, but they don't want to say it.
Yes,
Why? Why
yes.
is that?
Well, with me bringing my wife to America, I was able to become even more entwined with the different African communities in the U.S. So we've met countless of people, whether they were from Uganda, Kenya, Liberia, Sierra Leone. I mean, you name the
Nigeria.
country, right? We have Nigerian friends, and all of them would tell us that, or there's a great percentage of them that would tell us that they face depression. They face a lot of anxiety, a lot of pressure from home, where in America, it might look like the grass is greener, but the average person is living check to check. And what that means is, let's say, for example, is if a family is making US $5,000 per month, their expenses is likely going to be $6,500 per month. So
Whoa.
they're living under the water. So no matter what you make, and that's a human error, I would say, because I think a family can live off of $5,000 a month if
Yeah, I
they
think
live
so too, yes.
beneath their means. Now it's expensive to live in America because if you make $5,000, if that's your gross, we call it gross income, then after taxes, you might take home $4,000. And then you have insurances. You have to have health insurance. You got to have life insurance. You got to have automobile insurance, mortgage insurance. If you're renting, you got to have renter's insurance. So you got to have about 5, 6 different insurances.
Damn.
So that's going
Why,
to.
why should you have insurance? I don't
Well, some
understand.
of them are by law. You know, health insurance is by law now. Mortgage insurance, all those things you have to have. Auto insurance is by law. So now that chops into that salary. Then the cost of rent or mortgage, that's going to chop tremendously into that salary. And then when you go grocery shopping, let's say I have a family of 5. So now for us to go grocery shopping in the U.S., in the course of a week, it's easy for us to spend in Uganda shillings 1 million shillings, $300 per week. That's just being modest.
Wow.
So that's $1,200 per month, and you get nothing. Like you walk out of the store with 2 small bags. So because the cost of living is very expensive.
Yes.
So here in Uganda, we could spend literally 100 US dollars a month, and we'll have a surplus of food. $200 a month. I mean, we live in very large, you know. So those things are the differences. So if you equate the earnings that you can make in Uganda compared to the earnings and cost of living in the U.S., it kind of evens out. So now, if you're a Ugandan and you go to the United States, you're earning $5,000, $4,000 per month, and you're sending money back home to your family. You have all these bills and expenses that you have to pay in the U.S. You become depressed. Some turn to drugs. Some turn to alcohol because they don't know the way forward, because they thought they was coming to greener pastures, but the greener pastures are not there. You know, and I'm saying 5,000. That's very lucrative because that's above the average pay of the average working class person. The average person is going to make maybe about 3,000 per month. Then add on that you're a foreigner, unless you have some type of earned degree. Now you do have a foreigner class that are doctors, that are professionals, technology, but they still get paid less than most Americans. So they're going to get even less money than the American is going to get. So that money goes very fast. So yes, it might look like the grass is greener, but the reality is, when you look, let's say Uganda, here, man, I'm telling you, the people here that own houses, they literally own their house. They have no mortgage.
Yeah.
These people literally, I'm going to houses that are, if I'm gonna say square footage because that's what I know in the U.S., that are 3,000 to 5,000 square feet, or in square meters, it could be 250 to 400 square meters, and they literally own it. They paid for it in cash.
And built it
They built it
brick by brick.
brick by brick.
Yes.